All right, guys. It is September 12th, the year of our Lord 2025. Um, a lot of people are saying with Charlie Kirk's death, they're feeling a spiritual shift. And they're not wrong. There's a spiritual shift happening right now. Um, it's a shame that we had to lose someone that was walking so close to God. They could help so many people, to open up so many eyes. I was on TikTok, or I'm sorry, not TikTok, X today, and there's a lot of people that are refusing to vote Democrat ever again. They're refusing to, contribute to these ideologies. So there's a few of them that made videos about them turning their life to Christ. Charlie Kirk won. People think they silenced him. They didn't. They made his message louder, and it reached across the entire world. I saw videos from China, Japan, London. There was some videos from, I'm wanting to say, Brazil, and a few other countries, talking about how crazy these people are, making fun of somebody's life getting snuffed out. When I made a video not too long ago about this, these people making fun of Charlie Kirk because somebody killed him, and I said there's going to be consequences. Before I left work, I checked. There's almost 700 people that got fired that they know of, has gotten fired from their jobs for behaving the way they did on TikTok. And when people started realizing they could get fired for this, they started deleting things. And yeah, it didn't work. Internet's forever. No matter how much you think about this post, a post, no. The famous Stephen King was even making crappy comments about Charlie Kirk dying. I'm not going to repeat any of them because it's not worth repeating. And then he turned around and made a string of apologies because he realized that's going to affect him financially with a movie that came out and a book that just got released. I'm pretty sure he's already screwed on that end. Yeah, there'll be a few liberals that will buy his stuff, but he's only going to get help from his own party from here on out. These people think there is no consequences for their behavior, because there's actually been people sitting there trying to get the guy that shot Charlie say he doesn't deserve to go to prison. to release him, and he did the world a favor. There is consequences for your behavior, guys. And everybody has to own up to their consequences. Now, you can be an actual human being and own up to what you do and accept the consequences for your actions. Or you can act like a 5-year-old child and whine and cry and think nothing's going to happen to you. But that's when things get worse because you're whining and crying. So, I didn't mean to start this video out this way. It's just, I'm tired. I'm tired of the liberals saying we need to calm down, we need to talk about it. You just killed somebody for talking about it. So what? We're going to talk some more and let you kill more? I'm sorry, guys. The stupidity has to stop. I shouldn't be talking like this. But God help me. Some of these people act like touching 2 wires that are hooked up to an outlet won't harm them. They get shocked so bad that they get knocked across the floor and say, oh, well, let's go do it again because that was a fluke. And every time, oh, it was a fluke, let's go keep doing it. It's got to stop. Y'all want to talk about gun violence, and then you go off and use a gun to commit the violence so you can get gun control. It's not the guns. It's the people behind them. It's the person who pulled the trigger is the problem. It's just, I'm sorry, there's too much stupidity going on right now. People act like there is absolutely no consequences nowadays. We've been putting up with this stuff for almost 10 years now. It's time for a shift. It's time for a change. Charlie Kirk created a foundation, I think it's a foundation, called Turning Point USA. We are at that point, guys. The United States has to make a change. And political terrorism is not going to be permitted. Should never have been permitted. But people have gotten away with killing innocent people because they don't like what somebody says. They don't like somebody sitting in a seat of power. So we're going to kill everybody so we can rule the few. Makes no sense. The whole part of the Constitution and of the United States, the idea behind the United States is to come here, be able to voice your opinion without being scrutinized against you. We can't even have that nowadays. Oh, somebody hurt my feelings, I'm going to go out and blow somebody's head off. Really? So if your face offends me, I get to chop your head off? Really? We're not living. People say we're supposed to be in a democracy. We're not living in a democracy. We're living without law right now because nobody is doing anything about this stuff. The people in charge are not doing anything. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But I was reading today that Trump sent National Guard to 3 other states because they're already here in Chicago. So I think they upped their deployment. Military is in the United States now. And from what I'm understanding, it's fixing to get intense. It is going to get worse before it gets better, guys. Trust me. It can't seem much worse than this, but it's going to get a little bit worse. There's talks of some kind of gathering. We might see a bomber to go off at a gathering and killing some people. Who knows? That's what Alex Jones was talking about. There was he's talked about it on a few podcasts. So, but this is what I'm going to say. No matter how frustrated, no matter how mad, no matter how whatever emotions you're going through, remember this one thing. Don't seek revenge. Give it to God so his vengeance can be worse on someone. Far worse than anything you can do yourself. These people think just losing their jobs is horrible right now. They've got more coming because God's not going to put up with this stuff. So this isn't over. And I'm going to be honest. I think the guy that turned himself in is a patsy. I don't think he's the actual shooter. Because the guy that took the shot at Charlie had a lot more skill with rifles than this kid did. So, I don't know. This isn't over. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of videos of cops shutting down the streets where Charlie Kirk's family lives, and apparently somebody attempted to go after the kids and the wife. I mean, how sick do these people have to be? So, it's not, it is getting out of hand. But here's the thing. God is in control of everything. God knows what's fixing to happen, what's not going to happen, who's going to live, who's going to die. God knows everything. Things have to play out in God's way for a reason. Charlie had to take that round, and from what I can tell, there's about 20 people that turned their life over to God. My opinion, yes, it's still a high price, but Charlie did his job. His death was heard around the world, not just in home. How many of us can sit down and say that we would touch everybody's heart around the world? Most people don't know you exist. Now that's saying something. I want everybody that listens to this, do something for me. Take time out of your day, every day, to talk to God. To bless your friends, your families, for their health, their wealth, and just spend time with Him. Well, how do you do that? It's not by reading the Bible. It's by opening your heart up to Him. Tell Him your deepest, darkest secrets. I'm not going to say pretend He's your father. He is your father. What you would tell your father, tell Him. The things you're afraid to tell your father here on earth, tell Him. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell anybody else. Tell Him. He already knows it. Empty your cup so He can fill it. When you're done talking to Him, this is the second thing I'm going to ask you to do. Forgive yourself for what you're hanging on to. That is the hardest thing you're going to do. A lot of people can't forgive themselves for things. They don't deserve, they feel they don't deserve the right to be forgiven for what they've done. Forgive yourself. All right? It may take you some time to get there, but work on it every day. You guys remember me talking about there's that fence? You're either with the devil on one side or you're with God on the other. But if you ride that fence, you're not on God's side. He's going to spit you out because you're lukewarm. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I think that fence just got obliterated. I think your choice has to be made now. A lot of people say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, here's something for you to start wrapping your mind around. When the shift happens, they've been talking about silver is going to go to $40, $50 an ounce. Today, silver was $42 an ounce when I checked before I went to work. They're saying it's not going to drop anymore. It's going to keep going up. So that right there tells you something is happening. Because the banks don't want silver over $30 an ounce. Because it is a precious metal. Guys, our time is very, very, very limited. You have to make choices. There is no more sitting on a fence. There's no more, I'll believe it when I see it. There is no more if it happens, it happens. No more whatevers. You have to make your choice. This is the month decisions have to be made. You might have a few days. You might have a week. I don't think we have that much time. I don't even think we have a week. I could be very wrong. But I don't know. All I can say is this. Before fall, which is the 22nd of this month, there is going to be a drastic day where things are going to change. We are going to go to bed all messed up, thinking doom and gloom. And when we turn around and wake up the next morning, things are going to be different. Our health and wealth is going to be different. So, understand, you keep putting this off, thinking you got more time. How do you know you have tomorrow? How do you know you're not going to die tonight in your sleep? Prepare yourselves every day. Okay? I'm not trying to be a saint here. Lord knows I'm not. All I'm trying to do is open people's eyes up to what is going on. There is a lot of things going on, and people just are closing their eyes to it and saying, oh, we got tomorrow, we got next year, you don't have all the time in the world, guys. You don't have it. Just like Charlie didn't have. He was here for a very short time. So, remember, God loves you. God blessed you. And remember to pray, guys.